Spook your competition with the all-new Prince Phantom 100X 290 gram. The long-awaited update of the Phantom series is here. The Prince Phantom 100X 290 gram sports a camouflage-inspired cosmetic and a new material composition. In addition to fan-favorite Textreme material, Prince adds Zylon material for extra stability without compromising maneuverability. The racket features a 16 by 18 string pattern, a flexible 59 stiffness rating, and a 10.7 ounce strung weight, perfect for customization. I got to play test several Phantoms in this new generation, including the 100X 305 and this 290 gram, so I kind of got to do a direct head-to-head comparison between the two weights. First thing I want to feature, which I think is the biggest feature really of the Phantom series, is the feel. This is an extremely flexible feeling racket, and one thing I noticed is that when I was hitting the ball, the string bed really pockets the ball and almost kind of trampolines the ball out. So when I was hitting it in that sweet spot, I got some good power. However, it is a little bit of a smaller sweet spot for me. So when I was hitting outside of that sweet spot, I could feel it. There's a little bit drop in power. However, I did like that I got really direct feedback from where I was hitting on the string bed and was able to adjust. Now with this feel, I did have a small adjustment period. It took me about an hour to really get used to the feel. And when I did, I noticed that I could really swing out through the ball. It is a little bit of a lower powered frame for its weight. And I found in comparison to the 305 gram, I found better maneuverability and actually a little bit better spin. I was really able to flick my wrist and kind of get that racket going to create some good angles. On the flip side, I thought it was a little bit less stable and I was missing a little bit of plow through as well. This was most noticeable on my volleys when I was going after a wide shot or returning a bigger serve. However, I typically prefer rackets that weigh around 300 grams, so this is a little bit lighter, so was expecting that a little bit drop in stability. Because it is lighter, I do think, and I don't say this often, that I would customize this frame, add a little bit of weight, make it a little beefier. I have a little bit of wiggle room to play with, so I think this is a great platform racket to really customize to your specific needs. Overall, between the two weights of this 100X, the 305 and the 290, I surprised myself and I'm leaning towards this 290 in the stock form originally, and I love the ability that I have to customize.
I'm excited to describe my experience with Prince's new update to the Phantom 100 290. Really enjoying these frames quite a bit for a variety of reasons, so let me elaborate. First off, I've been kind of bouncing back between the 100P, which is a 310 gram, basically a version of this frame, this being 290. It is more maneuverability based. Cosmetically, I'm definitely gonna say I like the unique camouflage color. It kind of chimes in with the whole Phantom theme as well, making it a little undercover. But on the performance topic, you know, the weight being 290, again, maneuverability based. It is a softer frame. I think the RA is somewhere around 59, but I would say it is a firm 59. I am getting a little bit of energy return off it, and by virtue of 100 square inch hoop, I'm getting extra stability that would normally be afforded from a heavier racket. So would I go with this racket without modifying it all? No, like Britt says, I probably would give it the Troy Lara treatment with a leather grip and a little weight up in the hoop area. And I think this frame in particular, being that the beam starts off being a little beefier, would be very ripe for aftermarket weight modification. So overall, great play test. I would say my favorite shot to hit with it was the serve. And as long as I'm rallying from the ground stroke and not relying so much on absorbing pace and changing direction of the ball, this is just an outstanding frame all around.
Like Brittany, I was also able to compare this 290 gram version of the Phantom 100X alongside the 305 gram version. And this one swung a little bit quicker off the baseline, so I was finding good access to topspin. And when I was using a full swing, I also found that I can get some good pace from this racket considering the slightly thinner beam and the flexible feel. Compared to the 305 though, there was a bit of a drop off in stability. I think that would be expected due to the weight difference. For me, it was really noticeable outside of the sweet spot, and when I was missing it, I was really having some issues with my ball sitting up or falling into the net. So I also would like to customize this racket with a little bit of weight in the hoop, maybe at 3 and 9 to increase stability at net. What I look for most is a racket that is maneuverable, and this definitely is maneuverable. I could get it out into position. As long as I was giving a good stick to my volleys, I was getting some good depth, and I could put the ball and place it where I wanted. When it came to starting points, I usually prefer to return, but I think I preferred this one on serve because I was getting really good spin action on my serves, more than I normally would see, and I think that might be due to the ease with which this was swinging over my head. I liked that I could swing it through long service games without getting tired. Comparing the two Phantom 100Xs, I actually preferred the 305 gram version that is the same weight as my Prince Tour 100P, so I felt very comfortable. I think if you're looking for a really lightweight, fast feeling racket that offers lots of comfort, you should check out this 290.
From the first hit, I found this racket super light and easy to whip around, made it very spin friendly for me. I had fun working angles with this racket and just getting some nice loop on my ground strokes. And while I think this is a great racket for someone who's looking for something very light and easy to maneuver with a ton of control and excellent comfort, for me it's more of a platform racket, and this is something I would definitely be looking to customize. I would start with a leather grip and then start adding tungsten tape to the hoop of the racket until the swing weight felt dialed in, just so I could get a bit more plow through power out of it. On serves, I'd like a little bit more juice on the serve, a little bit more weight and mass from the racket. Also at net, just to make it a bit more stable feeling on my volleys. I would just like a little bit of weight, especially out at the 3 and 9 region of the hoop. But in stock form, super easy to cut under the ball. On my volleys, I get some nice touch shots and drop volleys with this racket. On serves, getting good spin, good action on my shots. I just wanted a bit more power from some added weight, but a fun play test all the same.
We strung up the Prince Phantom 100X 290 grams with a couple different string setups, including Prince Tour XP, Prince Vortex, and Prince Vortex Triad at around 52 pounds. For more information on this racket, please check us out at Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, or Tennis Only.